Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This video is for Frank in California, and this is also general information about clutch coils in non-ASR and ASR units found in 6-cylinder and V8s. V12s don't fail, 4 cylinders are different. So V8 and 6 inline 6, that the inline 6 non-ASR is the biggest problem because it's very difficult to remove. So this is here we have two throttle bodies. This one is the V8 one. This is ASR unit. It's parts unit, so just don't mind the way it looks. And this is the customer's unit. You see the difference, internal difference. It's not the same. So the coils are inside. So as you can see, I can spin this wheel, the gear rather, and nothing is happening because the coil is not energized. Okay, so to test the coil is pretty simple stuff. Basically, you have your multimeter and you have the throttle body, big case, a large case, this case removed, not the small one with the linkage but the big one. And then this unit along with the bad coil, as you can see, obviously we have this classic symptoms of deteriorated cables, so all the wires are bad. In order to test the coil, you want to eliminate at least one wire that goes out to the loom, because if it shorts in here you're going to have false readings. So ideally you want to desolder it. Okay, that's what I did here. As you can see, I unsoldered one wire. With the same success, you can have small needle, I mean not needle noses, but small thin cutters, or scissors even if you want, but I would recommend not. As you can see, these are two wires that you want. One of them you have to undo. These are the ones that go to coil terminal. So what you can also do is, if you just really want to test it just quickly, so you just take and snip it off. Basically, you eliminating possibilities of the short in the loom. Obviously you want to separate it, want to make sure that they're not touching anywhere, because you just want clearly test the coil itself. So you can just, I can just bend these wires like that. So now we have no contact with wires that go in the loom. That's important because if those short, they can show you resistance, but the coil could still be open circuit. Okay, second thing, multimeter. You take your multimeter. It's a lot of reflections. Okay, maybe this way. You take the multimeter, you take your probes, and you just basically check resistance between this one. Let me try this. I'm doing it with one hand, so obviously it's not easy. This is one, and do it like chopsticks. 1 and 2. What do we have here? We have two connections of the probes, and we have nothing on multimeter. So what that tells us is that this coil is open circuit. Let's just show you, let me show you our working coil. So we're just going to, okay, so here we have 4 ohms, which is perfect. This is what you want to see. 4 or 5 ohms. This is the rule of thumb for the coil that is in there. Same here, we're going to do it once more. As you can see, nothing on multimeter, just infinite. Another thing which you can do is, you can actually, if you have like a 9-volt battery, coil is energized with 9 volts, so you just do not want to over voltage it. So let's see, let's set it up to 9 volts exactly here. Okay, so that's 9, and same pretty much thing. A good coil. You can also have the battery, just 9-volt battery. You can actually even see the clutch moving. working coil. Non-working coil, same here. Here is your clutch, and obviously because it's open circuit, nothing is happening because the coil is burnt out. So as you can see, not working. Whereas here, you clearly hear activation. So this is where we are. Now this unit, I'm going to repair the coil, which is very difficult. There's lots of things to do to get the coil out, fix it, and then it has to be welded. Yes, this is non-ASR units are a pain to get the coil out, and also you cannot cut the coil just the way you want to cut it. It has to be cut in certain areas. Here is the coil. I don't know if this is good or bad, but I would rather repair customers' existing coil that's in there. You can cut the coil in wrong location, you can destroy it. So I've cut some coils before I learned where I need to cut. Took me a little bit in a couple of coils that were destroyed, but now I know exactly my points and I have my own procedure to do this. Then obviously coil needs to be removed, and to remove it you have to remove potentiometer, which is extremely sensitive. There is lots of things to get this coil out. This is much simpler because you just remove gears and the coil is there. But V8s don't fail as often as 6s, especially non-ASR units. I don't know why. It's just that non-ASR unit, I just did an ASR unit from a V8, no problems. Coil is live and well. Whereas non-ASR units on 6 cylinders just go one after another, and it's very difficult to get it out. So I'll do this one, repair it for customer, and you saw how to check the coil because I have questions, and I just want to show, because the coil repair is extra. So there's you know, I just want to be upfront saying that okay, if the coil needs repaired then it's extra, but the test, if you just want to see if the coil was indeed bad or not, you can do this particular test, or I make the video before repair just to show that the coil indeed confirms to be bad. Otherwise I can just say yeah, I did the coil but didn't do anything, it's just a working coil. So this one is going to be different wires are going to be installed, and the coil will be removed and re-welded back in place. And then alignment, this is also very important to line this up properly, and that's another thing. Alright, so this is going to be all. This is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.